Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go over the next assignment. The next assignment is going to be the soccer assignment. In order to do this, you need to go through and type out all the solutions here. If you took your time and typed out every one of those solutions, well, actually, there's no solutions in objects and methods, but these four, it would probably take you an hour. And it would give you such an understanding that doing this soccer assignment would be super easy. In fact, the puppy problem is very similar to it, but I recommend going through and typing out all the solutions using all the software because typing it out is what gives you that understanding. All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to be doing. Okay, this is our problem right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Some people do that, but you don't have to have that in your text file. I'm just going to put it there, make my life a little easier. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is open up my Notepad++. So I gave you the where to download that in the email with my last video. All right, Notepad++ makes your life a lot easier. You download it, you unzip it, and it comes out just like this. And then you just double click on this and open it up. And you can see that I've already done this once. Unfortunately, it paused by mistake, and I didn't know where it paused. So I'm going to have to start all over again. All right, so we have assumptions, input, calculations, output. We go back into our problem, and you'll always know what the output is because they want a receipt that printed showing. So that tells me that this is all the output. So I simply copy that and paste it here. And now I just have to camel each of these. So we have num tickets. So we're just going to get rid of this. No. And for some reason, I turned airplane mode on. Okay. I hate working from a laptop. All right. Next one is price per ticket. So I'm just going to do price ticket. So that's a capital T. All right. Okay, and then the next one is price voucher. So I'll just go ahead and camel this. See, working with the laptop's a pain in the neck because this touchpad is so temperamental. All I gotta do is look at it and it selects. All right, and the next one is cost of the ticket. So I'll do cost ticket. And then the next one is going to be, oh, that's not, I had price ticket, price voucher, and this is cost tick vouch. And get rid of the Trying to make these as small as possible. And the last one, total cost, all I got to do is camel it, and we're done with our output. Okay, that's as easy as it is. Next thing we want to do is go up to assumptions, and you can see we have a 20, 10, a 15, and a 5. So we need to describe those here. Those are what we call constants. So the first one is the ticket prices. So we have a dadgummit. We have a day tick price, and that's going to be 10. And then we have an NT tick price. That's the night one. And that one is going to be 20. And then we have a week. Let's do a week day V price. And that's going to be equal to 5. And then a week end v price, and that's going to be equal to 15. All right, so we have these four numbers now in our constants. Now we need to go down and finish up down here. We have to determine which of these are going to be input and which of these are going to be calculations or logic. And number of tickets is the only one that's input. Someone has to tell me what that is. So I can come up here and type num tickets, and you can see that I don't like that. All right, so it should be a small n, and this should be a small n. Okay, better. All right, so num tickets is one of them. The rest of these are all going to be calculations. So I'm going to go ahead and copy these. Control C, paste them up here, Control V, and put space equals space. And then I'm going to copy space equals space, Control C, and then Control V the rest of them all the way through. Control V, Control V, Control V. All right, so the total cost is pretty easy. The total cost, if you take a look at what the problem says, let's bring that forward. I have 75. How did I get 75? Well, I have $15 for the price of the ticket and the voucher, and I want 5 of them. So 5 times 15 is 75. Down here, I have a price of a ticket is 35, and I have 10 tickets. 10 times 35 is 350. So that's our math. So if you take a look at my practice data, you can usually figure out the math pretty easy. All right. So that means that this is the cost of the ticket and the voucher times the number of tickets. And then how do you know what the cost of the ticket and the voucher is? Well, if I know the price of the ticket and the price of the voucher, I guess I could have used price of tick voucher instead of cost, but I don't feel like changing it now. All right, so that's going to be price ticket plus price voucher. All right, and then the price of the ticket and the price of the voucher, that's logic. All right, so I know that if it's a day ticket, it's going to be the day ticket price, and if it's a night ticket, it's a night ticket price. If it's a weekday, then it's $5 for a voucher, and if it's a weekend, then it's $15. So we have to make some decisions. So I'm going to say that if ticket type equals day, then the price of the ticket is going to be the day ticket price, day tick price. What if it's not? I don't do another decision and go if ticket type equals night. Instead, I use the keyword else, saying that if it's not day, then it must be night, and then the price ticket is going to be equal to the NT, or night ticket price. Good. So that's done. Voucher has nothing to do with the ticket as far as what type of price we're going to use. So it's going to be a whole other decision. If voucher type equals weekday, and that has to be in quotes because it's text that we're going to be comparing. If we don't use quotes, it's a place in memory. If it's a weekday, then the price of the voucher is going to be the weekday V price. And again, I'll just select it from the list. Again, I don't make another decision if voucher type equals weekend, because, there we go. all we use is else. If it's not a weekday, then it's weekend automatically. And the price voucher is going to be equal to the weekend voucher price. So either if it's weekday, it's that. If it's not weekday, then it's weekend. And we're almost done. All right, so the only thing we have left is these assumptions. And some of the assumptions is only 2 types of tickets, only 2 types of vouchers, number of tickets must be equal to number of vouchers. And again, we're typing this out so I can go to the client and say, I believe you told me that the number of tickets has to be equal to the number of vouchers. Is that true? And then he says, no. Sometimes people can only buy tickets. Well, if it does, this whole solution is not correct, and I have to redo it. But I have to find out now before I do any coding or anything like that. So same with these other ones. If any of these are not true, then I have to redo my solution. But I want to find out now before I work on it from the client. Once the client signs off on my solution, too bad, so sad if it doesn't turn out right. Oh, but it hasn't turned out right. We're missing some stuff. So type ticket equals day. Someone has to tell me what type of ticket it is. So I have to go down here and say ticket type. That's an input. But I'm going to do something special, and that is in parentheses, I'm going to put day or night. And that's because that's the only 2 things they can type in. So I want to make sure that my question is going to be that way. It's going to say, is this a day or night ticket? I'm not going to say ticket type question mark because they can type in anything. And the same with the voucher type. So we do voucher type. The voucher type, I'm looking for 2 values. And those 2 values are weekday. And you can see that it's helping me out here. Or weekend. I can't just say voucher type question mark because what if they type in soccer? Well, then it's going to be a weekend price automatically because they didn't type in weekday. So you want to be specific whenever you know there's specific values you're looking for. You need to make sure that your question has those specific values. All right, well, that's it. And we still have some more time, but not much. So the only thing you do is once this is finished, then I would open up Visual Logic, and it would take, starting with this one right here, this first assignment, each one of these is its own single object. And same with the output. Don't try to squeeze everything into one output object. You have to have 5 separate boxes. When I code it, I'm going to copy this entire thing and paste it in between the script tags and then JavaScripticize it. So it's going to make my jobs a lot easier. That's why the problem statement is the hardest part. Once you got that done, everything else should be easy. All right, well, good luck on that. And if you have any questions, make sure that you let me know. If you want me to check your problem statement after you've done it like this, copy and paste it into an email to me. Same thing if you're having a problem with your code. If your code doesn't run, don't upload it. Copy and paste it. Don't attach it. Copy and paste it into an email to me, and I will help you get it right.